Hey everybody, welcome to Create You, and those who are new, welcome to Create You, a place where I am here to help you create your best you, inspire you to create your best art, and give you the courage to live your best life. And today is going to be a tutorial on how I color hair. And this is a character named Weiss or Wes from RWBY, and that's an anime. I really didn't get into the actual anime too much, but I love how the characters were created and how they look, and I've seen so many pictures of her and I thought she was really cute. And we are in the year of the rat and Chinese zodiac, so I was like, why not blend the two and do something cute and fun. But I'm also going to teach you guys how I color hair, and I'm going to do a part 2 to this video because Weiss or Wes only has white hair, so you're going to see how I color white hair. And then my next video, which will be a part 2, you'll see how I break it down in a way to color colored hair. I haven't decided which color to do yet, but it really is going to depend on the character that I end up picking. But I wanted to help you guys kind of show you how I do it, so you can come up with your own way of coloring hair too and change it up and kind of do your own thing. So welcome to 2020, everybody. I am back and in full effect. I'm sorry I put a quick speed paint up there for you, but I am back in the state of Florida. I was away back in my home state of Virginia for memorial service for a family member that went on to be with the Lord. But I'm back and in full effect. Let's make 2020 the best year yet. So get your pens, your tablets, your paper, your pencil, and let's get to coloring and practicing how to color hair. So right now I'm just sketching the piece and inking it out for you. I'm putting Wes or Weiss. I'm gonna figure out. Somebody comment down in the description, the comment box below, and tell me how to pronounce this woman's name. I'm probably gonna look it up later on and I'll add it to the video. If I do, if I don't, then time got away from me. But I wanted to draw her in a little mouse, well, not a little mouse, but as a mouse and in a kimono, kind of to ring in the 2020 year in a cute and fun way. So I'm going to go ahead and finish inking this piece for you, and then we can get to the coloring. So get prepared, get ready, class is in session. See you in a minute. Okay, so while I'm finishing up inking this up for you, you'll see it speed up a bit. What I usually do first is I'll open up, of course, a new layer for the color. And you'll see me do a quick run through of how I want it to look beforehand, before I won't go ahead and show you kind of the step-by-step of it. But what I usually use is the same color that I've told you before that I use for the shadows for clothing and things like that, and hit the multiply that causes it to go a darker version of that color, that base color. I'm using that same color as the shadow for her hair. So as you see, I put that shadow there using the soft brush. So I actually messed up and did a huge soft brush blot there. But I allowed myself to darken the edges around where I know parts are covered, like her ear. Behind her ear, you see it's darker there and it has more opacity, and then it lightens up going down her hair where light may have hit. And that's usually on the first layer. And then you'll see I start to add up a second layer. And on that second layer, I go ahead and clip the clipping mask, which attaches to the bottom layer where that purple shadow is, and it kind of contains it in that layer. I add a pink, that dark pink color to add a bit of flare to her hair, and kind of jump off that purple, because purples and they run together and they look really beautiful together. And I go in and I erase some of the edges, as you can see, at her bang, so the light hits it and looks really pretty. And then I go back in and I do a third layer, and because there's so much pinks and kind of like that little bit of warmth in there. I wanted, and her color is blue if you've ever seen the anime or her character. So I'll go ahead and add some blue highlights that you'll see throughout that also. On the third layer, this is only about 3 layers of work. It may look a little bit more, but like I said, it's only white. Her hair is white, so I didn't go ahead and add anything else to it, because her hair is already white. I don't have to add that white highlight. I don't have to add any of that. All I have to do is etch out where I want the shadows to be, how I want her hair, the color to look, and you really can have fun with it. You don't have to contain it to, her color theme. If you want to add some reds or oranges in there, like I did the pink on that second layer, you definitely can do that, and it's really up to you. But I'll get more in depth with more layers and more steps when I do an actual colored head. But I wanted to start off something small because I'm still learning how to teach. I do this so much, it's just becoming me at this point. But I'm doing my best to learn how to communicate that to you guys. So I hope that this helped just a little bit. So let's do a quick recap. The first layer is the purple layer, which is the shadows, and I decide on where I want to place them. The second layer, which is clipped to that first layer, is the pink. So I put the pink in areas that might be a little bit darker, or where I would like to add some vibrant color. But I dull the opacity, so it won't be so vibrant, but just enough that you can see it and it makes the impact in the photo. And then my third layer is that blue color, and I wanted it to be a vibrant blue because it's not going to be as much of it, but enough to make the picture pop. And eventually I'll post this to my IG and maybe do an alternate picture for my Patreon, or I will also do a step-by-step of how I did this. I'll probably place it on my Patreon for my patrons, because I do that once or twice a month. But definitely check that out. I hope this helps. I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging with me today. If you like it, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And what are some ways that you guys color hair? I would love to see it. How do you do it? Share it with me. I would love to know how. Maybe you can help me learn some things, and we can help each other. So I love you guys. Thank you so much. Can't wait to hear your comments. Hit that like button, subscribe, and that notification bell so you know whenever a new video I post comes out. Thank you so much. I love you. Class is dismissed. Peace.